Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the lecture method. Lecture method is very important method of teaching. It is the oldest traditional method of teaching originated from philosophy of idealism. It is also known as communication method, focuses on achieving cognitive domain. This method is known as communication method. Communication method means where teacher and students share their views through oral way. Structure of this method: main emphasis on the presentation of the content. In this method, main emphasis remains on presentation of the content. In this method, teacher remains more active and learners plays the role of passive listeners. By the help of this method, teacher plan and control whole teaching learning process. Whole teaching learning process is related with objectives of the teacher. Teacher takes help from audio visual aids. Teacher can use many teaching aids for making lecture effective and interesting. Audiovisual aids like PowerPoint presentations, charts, models, flashcards, etc. for making better understanding and effective teaching. Principles of this method. Students learn better through lecture method. By the help of this method, teacher can teach well and student can learn better. Subject matter can be correlated with other subjects. Teacher correlate his subject matter with other subjects for making better understanding of children. New knowledge is provided through previous knowledge of students. So we can say that new knowledge of the students is provided to them by the help of previous knowledge of students. Maximum content and presentation. By the help of this method, teacher can teach maximum content and present maximum content for students. Application of this method. It cannot be used at primary level. This method is not useful for primary level students. It is a very important method for higher studies students. This method is very important for college students and university students. There it is very important and useful. One thing that is very important, that teachers should ask questions from students, because by the asking of questions from students, teacher can check the understanding level of students. Suggestions: use question answer method. By the help of this method, we can improve the understanding of children. Audiovisual aids should be used here. Audiovisual aids, as we discussed earlier, that audiovisual aids like PowerPoint presentations, models, charts, graphs, maps, flashcards, etc. should be used for making better understanding and effective teaching. Next, we have advantages of this method. This method is very economical. By this method, we can say it is very easy and clear method of teaching. In this method, there is no need of costly teaching aids. We can just communicate, we can just share information with students through the help of oral way. That's why it is known as economical method. Uses of different material. Teacher is free to use different type of material for making a better teaching and better understanding of students. Teachers can develop his own style. They can develop their own style of teaching through adopting lecture method. Disadvantages of this method. This method creates boredom. among students. Sometimes it is very uninteresting method. Ignores participation. This method is more focused on teachers. This method is not proper democratic method. Teacher remains more active and students are passive listeners here. That's why it is known as ignores participation. No concentration on individual differences. This method not consider individual differences. This is a method where teacher give information to all students equally. There is no provision of individual instructions. That is also known as disadvantage of this method. Authoritarian method. This method is known as authoritarian as well as autocratic method of teaching. So that's why, because it is not democratic, it is autocratic method of teaching. So that's all for today. Next we will discuss about other teaching methods. Thank you.